Potter profile on the Fat Friar, a Cast Aspell series. The Fat Friar was born sometime before 982 somewhere in the British Isles. When he was 11, he attended Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and was sorted into Hufflepuff and got taught by Helga Hufflepuff for 7 years. When he was an adult, he became a member of a mendicant religious order. Sadly, the Fat Friar's kindness ended up getting him killed. The downfall of the Fat Friar stemmed from his benevolence. He faced execution when higher-ranking church officials became wary of his purported skill in treating the pox by simply prodding peasants with a stick, as well as his imprudent practice of extracting rabbits from the communion cup. Upon his resurrection as a ghost, the friar made his way back to Hogwarts Castle, where he assumed the role of the house ghost for Hufflepuff, his former house. Since then, he has primarily resided within the castle confines alongside the other spectral inhabitants of Hogwarts. Despite his passing, the Fat Friar maintained his gentle and cheerful nature. He enthusiastically greeted incoming students and provided aid whenever required. During the 1985 school year, the Fat Friar took part in organizing Sir Nicholas's 493rd Death Day celebration when his friend, Erling, paid a visit to Hogwarts. Upon learning that Sir Nicholas and Erling shared the same death anniversary, the friar enthusiastically proposed a joint party for the two, only to have his suggestion turned down by Erling. Undeterred, the friar led Erling on a tour of Hogwarts, showcasing various locations such as the Charms classroom and the dungeons. As the separate parties weren't going very well, Friar intervened, bringing the two together and proposing a combined celebration, to which they agreed. He not only attended the party, but also joined in the dancing festivities. Just before the school feast on the 1st September 1991, the ghosts found the new students waiting for Professor McGonagall. They debated if Peeves, who had caused chaos by bothering the house elves, should be allowed at the feast. The friar happily greeted the students and later cheered on Hannah Abbott as she was sorted into Hufflepuff. The next day, he was seen floating around the Charms corridor, chanting aloud. On the night of October 31st, 1992, the friar went to Nearly Headless Nick's 500th Death Day party and talked to a knight with an arrow in his head. During that year, the friar was often seen walking around the grand staircase. On the afternoon of September 1st, 1994, the Hogwarts ghosts met to discuss if Peeves should go to the start-of-term feast. The Fat Friar wanted to forgive him, but Nearly Headless Nick and the Bloody Baron disagreed. They believed Peeves wouldn't change and shouldn't get another chance. Peeves then caused chaos in the kitchens, scaring the house elves by spilling soup and throwing pots and pans around. In 1995, a painting of the Fat Friar was hung in the first-floor corridor where he often appeared that school year. His activities elsewhere are unknown. Following the enactment of Educational Decree No. 28 on April 21, 1996, the Fat Friar witnessed Dolores Umbridge's failed attempts to enter the headmaster's tower. The tower had barred her entry, a fact he later shared with Ernie Macmillan.
Dumbledore will be back before long. They couldn't keep him away in our second year, and they won't be able to this time. The Fat Friar told me that Umbridge tried to get back into his office last night after they'd searched the castle and grounds for him. Couldn't get past the gargoyle. The head's office has sealed itself against her. Apparently she had a right little tantrum.
The Fat Friar was at the castle on June 30th, 1997, during the Death Eater attack. Albus Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts, was killed by Severus Snape in the Astronomy Tower. The Hogwarts ghosts, including the Friar, attended Dumbledore's funeral in early July. On August 1st, 1997, Lord Voldemort's followers took control of the Ministry of Magic. By the 1st of September 1997, Snape became the headmaster of Hogwarts, with Alecto Carrow teaching Muggle studies and Amicus Carrow teaching defense against the dark arts. The Carrows were very strict and violent in their punishments, leaving many students injured. The teachers and staff at Hogwarts tried to shield the students from their cruelty. The Battle of Hogwarts took place on the 2nd of May, 1998, when Voldemort discovered Harry Potter's presence at the school. The ghosts, including the Friar, were present in the Great Hall, where Professor McGonagall guided the evacuation of underage students, and Kingsley Shacklebolt prepared everyone for battle. Afterwards, the ghosts assembled in the Great Hall to mourn the fallen.